So I finally got my hands on the Galaxy S10. I did get the chance to spend a few minutes with it at Samsung's Unpacked event, but now it's time to switch over from the Pixel 3 XL and use the S10 Plus as my main phone. I've actually spent the last 3 days using it as my main, and I just thought I'd share with you guys my experience with it so far before my full review. So starting off with the hardware, it is phenomenal. I think Samsung did a great job putting this phone together. It's more flashy this year with its brighter polished aluminum frame sandwiched between two slabs of glass. Now, as you can probably tell, this is a more boxy design. The corners have sharper curves compared to previous Galaxy S phones. It's as if the Note 9 and S9 had a baby, but to me, it makes for a more premium and professional look, and really, this phone screams premium. And that is especially apparent when you look at that screen. Oh my goodness. This display is absolutely gorgeous. Samsung's done it again, and this year they're introducing their new Infinity O panels. With these, they've managed to avoid the notch while decreasing the size of the bezels, making for a super impressive 88.9% screen to body ratio. I could go on and on and on about how amazing this display really is. It's big, it's very bright, it's vibrant, it's incredibly crisp, it's super color accurate. It's the best display I've seen in a smartphone yet. As for that hole punch cutout, it does not bother me at all. I know there are some people who'd rather have something like a teardrop notch because it's symmetrical, and I get it. And the hole punch does shove some of the notification bar over to the left. But I actually have no problem with the hole punch cutout, and it's nice not having to talk about notches as much. And plus, I really like that little lighting effect. It looks pretty cool. So yes, hardware is top tier. It's great to look at and even better to hold and use. It's like I'm holding the display itself. And with this hardware being so great, I decided to protect my investment with this video sponsor, Upsy, to get my phone some coverage. Upsy provides warranties for your tech at a lower cost, as they can save you up to 70% on your warranty compared to retailers, and it's perfect because they actually work with nationwide certified Samsung repair shops. You will get 45 days after your purchase of your new phone and 60 days for other tech to purchase an Upsy warranty. After that, if you need to get your phone or device fixed, you can make a claim 24/7, 365 by talking to a real life person and not some robot. Use code EasyTech for 10% off of your first purchase. Go ahead and check out the link down below in the description. Alright, so now let's talk about user experience. So I know I've said this about a lot of phones, especially when they first come out, but the S10 is straight butter. This is easily the smoothest and quickest Galaxy phone ever. Sure, previous Galaxy phones have felt smooth out of the box too, but this one is even better. And with said previous Galaxy phones doing better with long-term performance, I fully expect the S10 to follow suit. Now it could be the honeymoon phase talking to me, but honestly, no other Galaxy phone has been this fluid out of the box. It handles everything I throw at it, no sweat, thanks to its upgraded internals. Now, one of those upgraded internals is the battery. The S10 Plus packs a 4100 mAh battery, and so far, battery life has been excellent. I think my best day was 8.5 hours of screen on time with moderate to heavy use. The other days I was getting around 6.5 hours, but that was with true power user usage like maxed brightness, maxed screen resolution, LTE only, Bluetooth enabled, multitasking, playing games, playing music, watching videos, just everything. And the battery endured it all very well. Either way, it's safe to say that this is pretty much an all-day battery, at least in my experience so far. It sips battery when not in use, even with always on display, but we'll see how all of this changes over time. Now, how about that ultrasonic fingerprint reader? Well, it's alright. I think the technology behind it is really cool. It's the first of its kind, and it's more secure than all of the other in-display fingerprint readers, but honestly, I kind of wish Samsung just stuck with a rear-mounted physical scanner. That of course is just the layout that I prefer, as my finger naturally ends up there anyway, but the S10's scanner isn't bad. It does take a little bit of time to get used to it, and actually at first, it was pretty awful. But then I got this software update which improved fingerprint recognition, and now everything's fine. Now I also wanted to quickly mention that the S10 has some really fast face unlocking as well. It may not be the most secure thing out there, but it's pretty darn fast, and I actually started using that too. It is very convenient. Some other neat features that I'll cover more in depth in my full review are of course wireless power share. So far I've only used this to kind of show off to people, but I know for a fact that I'll be using this to charge my Galaxy Watch and Galaxy Buds here and there. There are Bixby routines, which I haven't used yet, but it's pretty much if this then that if you guys are familiar with that. The stereo speakers sounded nice. They do get really loud. I kind of wish there was more low end, but that's just me being a bass head. The headphone jack is great to see. I love the fact that they did not get rid of it, and even though I don't really use it anymore, I do enjoy having the option. One UI is actually pretty nice. It still needs some polish, but overall I think Samsung did a good job with it. It really was tailor-made for this phone, and the two go hand in hand. There are lots of baked-in features and customization, but nothing too heavy. Couple things I did notice that I wasn't too big of a fan of would have to be the power button placement. It's higher than I feel it should be. See, they lined it up with the top half of the volume rocker, and it makes things like taking screenshots a little more awkward, and reaching it based on how I usually hold my phone isn't as natural. The S10 Plus is almost as tall as the Note 9, but the Note 9's placement is lower and in a more comfortable spot, so it kind of confused me as to why they'd place it higher on the S10. And then there's the vibration motor. It's not bad, but I've definitely been spoiled by the Pixel 3s and the iPhone's Taptic engine. This is totally nitpicking though. The S10's vibration motor is just fine. But again, I've just been spoiled, and I wish Samsung put more into it to really bring the user experience together. Now, don't hate me for this, but I haven't really gotten a chance to fully test out the cameras, but it doesn't take a long time to notice that while they have gotten better, they're still heavily Samsungized, if that makes any sense. Like, you can tell that pictures were taken with a Samsung phone. I am super happy that they brought in an ultra-wide angle lens though. I've been waiting for them and other companies to do that for a long time now. It just adds more versatility. But so far, I think it's safe to say that the cameras are top tier as expected. It's also safe to say that the Pixel cameras have spoiled pretty much every other smartphone's cameras for me, but I still have to test these out completely, and I am definitely looking forward to doing so. With that being said guys, that about does it for my thoughts on the Galaxy S10 after 3 days of using it as my main phone. I am a big fan of it so far, and I think that it is a fantastic start to the year. Now I will be posting my full review over on the Android Police channel soon, and if you're watching this video and that review is already up and you haven't seen it yet, I'll be sure to have linked it in the description and or in the little card in the upper right hand corner. But anyway, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and make sure you guys check out Upsy. Use the link down below in the description to get 10% off of your first warranty purchase. Anyway, that does it for me. I will talk to you guys in the very next video, and thank you so much for watching.